You watching this video right now, have you ever wondered why you play like a grandmaster one day and then an absolute amateur the next? I promise it has nothing to do with what you think of. It's not your thought process, it's not your training, and it's nothing to do with what you are playing your games like right now. Your openings, your tactics. I'm going to teach you today how you guys can build a tailored strategy with whatever works for you, and I'm going to teach it throughout this video. We're going to be watching a game and how you guys can learn from this. If you guys are new, it is free to subscribe. You can change your mind at any time. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. So, we're going to be analyzing this game as if we were playing with the white pieces and how you guys can use simple things to change your point of view and what you guys can do to better play. What I first want to start off with is the number one reason why people lose their games. It's because you're not studying your mistakes. A lot of players, as they're playing chess, think that just they need to take 15 seconds of time, whatever they move is the best move possible. And they never really take the time to realize what lost them the game in the first place. So they play their next game the exact same way, and they keep losing. And so they start to plateau. And that's what I want you guys to avoid. So in this situation, what we see is we see the Scandinavian defense. The whole purpose is once this is taken, the queen can take. You could either bring out your knight to attack right here, the queen, and you have two moves. Either just moving back with the queen, or you'll see a lot of players make is this queen move right here. And as you start to develop your pieces, this pawn just goes right here back like this, and this is what you'll find yourself doing. So in this specific situation, this is where a lot of players finds themselves losing. So this is called the close Scandinavian. You are attacking right here, and this is a great move right here because if white were to take right here, you're just taking back right here, and you're creating some problems in the center. So in this situation, the reason why the opening can be super misleading is because you're not taking the time to study checks, captures, threats, or actually calculate anything. You guys are just making moves as you guys are playing. This is a very good opening, but you can see in the next 5 moves how many pieces really lose you the opening. So this is just not a good move by black at all. The reason for it is it exposes the king. If you ever like push the pawn right here and just go right here, you could look at like either just bringing out the bishop. Say you bring out the knight right here. Okay, so what it doesn't allow you to do, say you move the queen right here, it's just a blunder because there's just taking the knight just like this. Okay, but there's just a lot of things that white can do in this situation to better their role. It just leaves your king way too open right here. This queen could eventually come in, or the bishop come in right here, and it just totally weakens your king. That's one move that black made that lost him the game. But this is also another bad move, and I'll explain why. Because after black was to take right here, it just allows white to move like this. But if you're playing a seasoned player right here, what they're going to do is they're going to move this pawn to e5. This is what the best move would be. And the reason for that is after white is to castle, this can't move anywhere. So you're just moving all you have to do is just move your bishop to e5 right here, and you're doing okay. You're not really at a disadvantage in any which way, shape, or form. So what I want you guys to notice when you guys are playing is identify the weakness of your opponent. I want you to see what is this person doing that is losing him the game. For black right now, it's exposing their king. If they're going to let you have an exposed attack on their king, capitalize on that. I want you to say, how can I make the king more vulnerable? How can I put it in a situation? This move right here is not that move. It's not going to create that threat that you're needing to advance in chess. So this is the move right here that black makes. So he does make the best move right here. And you can see the eval bar just jumping up and down throughout the game. Just like boxing matches where they throw the punch and then they miss the next one and get punched right back in the face. You get to see how this goes throughout the game. And this is what I want you guys to see. There's not consistency. They're making the best move that there is and then blundering the next move. So you could see how that's a big problem. So this queen move right here, the reason why it's not a good move is because of the move to d4 right here. It just locks down the center of the board. It doesn't give white an advantage right here, and it attacks the knight. So the only really place to go is either just moving right here, or the best move is just moving it back in this situation. That isn't the move that got played. The move right here is knight to h6. The reason why this is a catastrophic move is not only the fact that it's not really able to jump to this square. If you were to jump right here, it just gets kicked out. There's nothing attacking. There's no attack right there. And black in this situation is probably thinking that he can just castle right here and have a rook on this file and eventually push the pawn. But that's not how it works. And white simply just hangs the bishop. I don't know if they were thinking that they would just benefit from having this this pawn right here taken and having this open diagonal right there where you could just take back with the queen and all would go well in paradise. But obviously that's not what happened. And what's even more crazy is the fact that they didn't take back. They didn't see that this was just a free piece for the taking right here. This is just a wide open free piece. Why not take it? So that's why I want you guys to say, capitalize on the mistakes of your opponent right here. So right here, I want you guys to capitalize on your mistakes so that you guys don't wonder the same things that your opponents do when you guys are playing. So without further ado, let's get into what white did back. White made the best move right here, and that's to capture, eliminating the threat. And if this is taken, you could also just double up right there. So in this situation, that's what white does. And this is where it all goes wrong. They make another blunder back to back. So what I want you guys to think when you guys are in this position, if you guys were analyzing this game, what would you guys be thinking in this moment? What I hope you guys would be thinking is, where did I go wrong? What can I train for? How can I implement that in my next game? How can I avoid doing this? How can I start doing that? And train. Say, this worked, this didn't. How can I start doing what did work? And how can I stop doing what didn't work? And what I want you guys to think, what is my opponent threatening right now? So right here in this situation, if I'm black, I'm thinking, oh, I'm threatening this right here. Why should I be moving my knight? It's not threatening anything. This isn't threatening anything. I don't know if this guy's like, I want my knights on the out of the board side of the board. I don't want them seeing each other. I want them attacking nothing. He's doing a great job then, if that's what his goal is. But if his goal is to win, the winning move right here is to take. See, and if for white, the good thing about this next move is that he saw what his opponent was attacking. That's why he took. And after this right here, he lost it all. And this right here is taken back so easily. And this right here is a good move. It captures this back right here, but you gave away your knight for a pawn. That's not tactical. You're thinking, oh, I'm thinking 3 moves ahead. I can give a check. That's not what wins game. Checks distract from the purpose of checkmate. You have to think of what's going to force the other king to checkmate, not what's going to put the king in check. There's a difference. So in this move right here, black just goes back right here. And the reason why you could see this e-ball bar go from -1 to +2 is because of the move right here. And it's the move to castles. This move to castles right here is the best possible move because now you're bringing in this right here. This is cut off right here. And then obviously that's not what they do. They make another blunder. Just absolute chaos for white. And the reason why this is a blunder is because of this move right here. It's this move which delivers check on d5. So right here. So it's this move right here that is great for black. And the reason for it is if you take, it's not pinning the king anymore. So you just pick up a piece. So, and that's exactly what happens right here. So he takes back, seeing the threat. That's going to come right there. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you just got absolutely lucky, hopefully. So in this situation, he's like, oh, I'm just going to give a check now because if the queen takes, then this. It does cut off both these squares of the board, but it doesn't do anything. After the king moves right here to d7, there's nothing. There's nothing that he can do. This move right here is just not a good move, because after you do jump right there, you could either just take back and it's just free. But what really seals the fate for him is if you take right here on d5 like this, because then after takes you could take right here, and then you're just up a rook. So that's the threat right there. So in this situation, he did jump right there. It did get taken back. Then there's check, and then this is just absolutely wonderful by black. Whenever you guys are winning, if you can consolidate as many pieces as you can, that's what's gonna win you the game. If you guys are losing, don't try and exchange pieces. So in this situation right here, you see that you're down 6 points of material. You are losing in every single way possible. So why would you want to push your pawn to double up your pawns and be down a queen? You're just trading off the board and being down 2 knights. You're down 2 whole knights in the game, and you think it's okay to trade. So castling right now is the best move for white. They're just in such a bad spot right now. And so right here, this is a prime example. If you can give a check just for the sake of giving a check, that's not a tactic. That's not something that's going to help win a game. So in this situation right here, this is something that a lot of players like you can benefit from, because you guys probably make these moves all the time. So what I want you guys to notice though is in this, why did you make your biggest blunder? I want you guys to be studying when you guys make blunders, what made you think of that move? Did you guys see a tactic? Did you guys see a checkmate opportunity but overturned the idea because you saw something better? But what was the best move in that situation? If you could ever look at it and say, oh my goodness, this was the move, why didn't you make that move? Did you just not see it? Maybe you even saw the move but thought the other move was better, and when in turn it was a blunder. So what I want you guys to have is what's a system. And here's the system that you guys have been waiting the whole video for. The system is this formula. Analyze your games, build a thinking process, and attack your weaknesses. What I mean by attack your weaknesses is notice what loses the game the most. Is it time? Is it your openings, middle games, endings? Or is it just you trying to sacrifice pieces but in turn just straight up lose them? That is what's going to break your plateau. If you guys can get over that features and just analyze your games, this is what's going to help you win your game. So right here, you could see in this situation that white is going right here. So that's exactly why white pushes this right here. Black does move back. They're attacking the rook right here. Great move. This right here is the best move for white. It creates some a pawn, and now they're only up 5. This right here is just a free knight, which did get taken in this board, and so now black is only up 2 points of material. What you'll see right here is how black can do one of many things. They could either bring the bishop right here. They could also just be looking at just bringing out the rooks right here. The best move is actually bishop to g5. So in this situation, it's just to create some problems for him. So this right here is attacking the bishop. This is what would be actual checkmate. So say this was right here. You're just creating some big problems for him in the future. Just big problems for him. So in this game, you'll see that this right here is great because the only available move for white is to take, which then eventually gets taken back right here. And that's exactly what happens. You'll see the check. This right here is a perfect prime example of giving an unnecessary check. You're right here, and you're just giving the check right here. And this right here is a good move. It does attack this right here. When you had the opportunity to cut off the king and create better moves, this right here just gives away a free bishop. That's okay. Right here, this is just a miss. The reason for it is because you have the move rook to b3 right here. It cuts off this right here. This is already cut off. That's already cut off. The only available moves is just moving this right here, which does allow you to develop your bishop to bishop d5. And this allows mate in 1 because this king cannot move anywhere. So say it moves right here, for example, you're going to deliver checkmate on b5 because this is protected. Obviously, that's not what got played. Black does win this game in a very stylish manner, though. It does capture right here. And then in the next couple moves, you have queen check. This move right here, which does allow this, where the queen can go to any which one of these 2 squares and deliver checkmate on the next move. So if you guys do find yourself playing games like these and you do notice that you have been blundering, you're just plateauing and not being able to come over that threshold, try that. What I want you guys to try is exactly this. Analyze your game. Build a thinking process, thinking, how can I deliver a check that matters? How can I create weakness for the opponent? How can I not create weakness for myself? Attack your weaknesses. When you do see something that absolutely loses 2 or 3 of your games when you're playing 5, think, what is the weakness? Was it your openings? Was it your end games? Was it just simply your tactics? And attack that. Use puzzles. Use what you need to attack that specific weakness, not the general area. And that's what's going to help you break through your plateau. If you guys did benefit from watching this video, please make sure to subscribe. We really appreciate it. It is free. You can change your mind at any time. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.